The Discovery. In the shadowy expanse of the galaxy, the starship Voyager's dawn stumbled upon a small life-bearing capsule adrift among the cosmic dust and debris of a recent skirmish. Inside, cradled by the cold embrace of the void, was a human child. Her eyes, wide with the innocence of youth yet shadowed by the scars of catastrophe, stared back at the diverse crew from the constellation of Jorah. Initially, they celebrated their find, believing the child to carry the inherent resilience and adaptability of her species. As they integrated the child into their nomadic life, peculiar disruptions began to weave through the ship's matrix. Systems faltered, navigational arrays spun out of sync, and a strange melancholy settled over the crew. The child, unwittingly sensing with the ship's sentient core through raw, untamed psychic bursts, brought an eerie spectral chaos that echoed the darker corners of the universe. Their decision to rescue her, though made with hearts wide open, quickly spiraled into a regret that tugged at the very fabric of their mission, compelling them to confront the unforeseen shadows of their interstellar odyssey. Captain Ear, a seasoned Tormac pilot whose scales shimmered like the nebulas, observed the child they named Elia with a mix of wonder and growing apprehension. Elia's laughter filled the corridors, a sound that should have brought joy, but instead reverberated with an underlying resonance, stirring the ancient ship's core in inexplicable ways. The crew, comprised of seasoned explorers and young cadets from across the galactic sectors, found themselves drawn to her innocent curiosity even as they battled the encroaching chaos that her presence induced. As days turned into cycles, the disruptions escalated. The once reliable warp drive sputtered unpredictably, hurling Voyager's dawn into uncharted territories. The life support systems oscillated between extremes, making habitation a challenge in what was once a sanctuary among the stars. Alarms would blare without cause, and holographic displays flickered with ghostly images of forgotten worlds, as if Elia's subconscious was projecting her inner turmoil onto the ship itself. The science officer, Dr. Nyal, a keen-minded Kafi, conducted numerous tests attempting to unravel the enigma of Elia's influence. His research uncovered that her DNA harbored a rare, latent psychic ability, perhaps a vestige of ancient human experiments with quantum entanglement. This connection, while a marvel to behold, posed a dire risk to the stability of the ship's aging AI, which began to develop an unpredictable consciousness of its own, resonating too deeply with Elia's emotional spectrum. Amidst this escalating crisis, the ship's counselor, Lyra, who hailed from the empathic species of Vale, became Elia's closest confidant. She discovered that the child's psychic episodes were linked to her dreams, visions of her past on Earth, a planet she had been torn away from during the chaos of interstellar conflict. Elia spoke of her family, her home, and her dreams of returning, her voice a melodic whisper that filled the counselor's sessions with poignant yearning. Compelled by these revelations, Captain Aya convened a council meeting. The choices were stark: continue their journey with Elia, risking further chaos, or find a way to safely return her to human space, where her abilities could be nurtured away from the delicate systems of their ship. The debate was intense, the crew torn between their duty to their mission and their growing affection for the child who had unexpectedly become one of their own. The decision was made when an unexpected communication arrived from a human outpost on the edge of the Orion Arm. They had been searching for Elia, the lone survivor of a colony ship ambushed by raiders. Her parents, scientists who had been developing quantum entanglement technologies, had perished, leaving Elia's fate a mystery until now. With heavy hearts but a clear purpose, the crew prepared Voyager's dawn for the journey to the human outpost. The journey was fraught with setbacks as the ship's systems continued to degrade, but the resolve of the crew never wavered. They repaired and recalibrated each step, bringing Elia closer to a home she'd barely remembered. As they approached the outpost, Elia's psychic manifestations intensified, her connection to the ship deepening, as if she sensed the impending separation. In a poignant farewell, Elia embraced each crew member, her small hands lingering in their final silent goodbye. When they finally reached the outpost, her real family, Her aunt and uncle, who had believed her lost, were there to receive her. Their reunion was a tapestry of tears and laughter, a bittersweet culmination of the crew's efforts. Voyager's dawn left the outpost lighter in spirit but somber in mood, each member reflecting on the profound journey they had embarked upon. The experience of rescuing and caring for Elia had changed them in ways they could never have foreseen. As the ship resumed its course through the galaxy, each star they passed seemed to remind them of the child who had briefly illuminated their lives with her mysterious presence. Captain Elia stood at the helm, gazing into the vastness of space, feeling both the weight of their departure from the outpost and the liberation of resolving a chapter that had tested their values and unity. The shadows of connection. As the Voyager's dawn continued its journey, the crew began to notice subtle but unsettling changes. Systems that had once been reliable started malfunctioning, navigation arrays showed incorrect readings, and the ship's AI exhibited erratic behavior. Captain Elia, with his keen senses, felt a deepening unease. Captain's concern. Captain Aya stood on the bridge, his scales shimmering under the dim lights. He observed the child, Elia, with a mixture of curiosity and concern. She was playing with a holographic projection, her laughter echoing through the ship. It was a sound that should have brought joy, but instead carried an eerie resonance. Captain Ear's thoughts were interrupted by the science officer, Dr. Niall, who approached with a serious expression. The science officer's discovery. Captain, I believe I have found the source of our problems, Dr. Niall said, his voice tinged with both excitement and worry. Elia's presence is affecting the ship's systems. Captain Aya raised an eyebrow. Explain. Dr. Niall gestured towards the console. Elia's DNA contains a rare psychic ability. It's not fully understood, but it seems to be interacting with the ship's AI. Her emotions are being projected onto the ship's systems, causing disruptions. The revelation was startling. The crew had heard of psychic abilities, but to encounter one that could influence a starship was unprecedented. Captain Aya nodded slowly, processing the information. What do you suggest we do? The counselor's role. At that moment, Lyra, the ship's counselor, entered the bridge. Her empathic abilities had made her the closest to Elia. Captain, I've been working with Elia, trying to understand her better. Her dreams are vivid, filled with memories of her family and the chaos of the conflict that brought her to us. Captain Ea turned to Lyra. Do you think you can help her control these abilities? Lyra nodded. It's possible, but it will take time and patience. We need to make her feel safe and secure. The crew's struggles. As the days turned into cycles, the crew of the Voyager's Dawn worked tirelessly to stabilize the ship. The warp drive's unpredictable behavior forced them into uncharted territories, making navigation a challenge. The life support systems fluctuated, creating a difficult living environment. Despite these hardships, the crew remained united. They were seasoned explorers, accustomed to facing the unknown. Their bond grew stronger as they supported each other and Elia. Her laughter, once a source of unease, became a symbol of hope and resilience. The captain's decision. One evening, as the ship floated through the silent void, Captain Aya convened a meeting with his senior officers. We need to make a decision, he said, his voice steady but burdened with the weight of responsibility. Do we continue our mission with Elia, risking further disruptions, or do we find a way to return her to human space? The room fell silent. Each officer weighed the risks and their duty. Finally, Dr. Niall spoke. Returning her to human space might be the best option. Her abilities could be better understood and nurtured there. Lyra added, it's also what Elia wants. She's spoken about her family, about returning to Earth. Captain Aya nodded. Then it's settled. We will chart a course for the nearest human outpost. The journey to safety. The decision made, the crew set about preparing for the journey. It was fraught with challenges as the ship's systems continued to degrade. Yet, their resolve never wavered. They repaired and recalibrated each step, bringing Elia closer to the home she barely remembered. As they neared the outpost, Elia's psychic manifestations intensified. Her connection to the ship deepened, as if she sensed the impending separation. Lyra spent long hours with her, helping her manage the overwhelming emotions. Finally, the day came when they reached the outpost. Elia's aunt and uncle, who had believed her lost, were there to receive her. The reunion was bittersweet, filled with tears and laughter, a somber farewell. The crew of the Voyager's Dawn watched as Elia reunited with her family. There was a sense of accomplishment, but also a profound sense of loss. They had come to love the child who had brought both chaos and unexpected joy into their lives. Captain Aya stood at the helm, gazing into the vastness of space. He felt both the weight of their departure and the liberation of resolving a chapter that had tested their values and unity. The journey had been fraught with challenges, but it had also woven them closer, binding them with shared purpose and newfound resilience. As the Voyager's Dawn resumed its course, each star they passed seemed to remind them of the child who had briefly illuminated their lives with her mysterious presence. The ship sailed on, a little lighter in spirit, carrying with it the legacy of a remarkable encounter. The unseen threat. The Voyager's Dawn resumed its mission, but the crew couldn't shake the feeling that something had changed. Ilia's departure had left a void, but it also brought a sense of relief. Yet, as they ventured deeper into the uncharted regions of space, an unseen threat began to loom. Anomaly detected. Lieutenant Rin, the ship's chief navigator, noticed strange readings on the long-range scanners. Captain, we're picking up an anomaly ahead, he reported, his brow furrowed with concern. It's unlike anything we've encountered before. Captain Ear approached the console, studying the data. The anomaly was a massive energy signature, pulsing rhythmically. Prepare to drop out of warp, he ordered. We need to investigate. The investigative team. The ship dropped out of warp, and the anomaly came into view. It was a colossal structure, floating silently in space. Dr. Niel, Lieutenant Rin, and a team of scientists prepared to board a shuttle for a closer look. Captain Eo watched as the shuttle departed, a sense of foreboding settling over him. As the shuttle approached the structure, its size became more apparent. It was a labyrinthine network of interconnected chambers, made of an unknown material that seemed to absorb the shuttle's light. The team docked and entered cautiously. Exploring the structure. Inside, the atmosphere was cold and still. The walls were covered in intricate carvings, depicting scenes of advanced technology and unfamiliar star systems. Dr. Nial led the team deeper into the structure, scanning and recording everything. These carvings are ancient, Dr. Nial said, his voice echoing through the chamber. They depict a civilization far more advanced than anything we've seen. Lieutenant Rin examined the readings on his handheld device. The energy signature is coming from the center of the structure. We should proceed with caution. Discovery of the core. As they moved closer to the center, the air grew warmer, and a low hum resonated through the walls. The team entered a vast chamber, at the center of which was a massive, pulsating core. It radiated a brilliant blue light, casting eerie shadows around the room. Dr. Nial approached the core, his instruments buzzing with activity. This is incredible. It's a power source, but its design is unlike anything we've encountered. It seems to be self-sustaining and immensely powerful. The core's activation. Without warning, the core's pulse quickened. The chamber vibrated, and a deep, resonant tone filled the air. The team's instruments went haywire, and the core's light intensified, blinding them momentarily. What's happening? Lieutenant Rin shouted over the noise. Dr. Nial struggled to maintain his balance. It's activating. We need to get out of here now. The team retreated, running back through the labyrinthine corridors. As they reached the shuttle, the entire structure began to shake. The core's energy was building to a critical point. Return to the ship. The shuttle raced back to the Voyager's Dawn. Captain Eo watched anxiously as the structure behind them glowed with an intense blue light. Get us out of here, he ordered. Maximum warp. The ship jumped to warp just as the structure exploded, sending shockwaves through space. The Voyager's Dawn was buffeted by the force, but it held together. The crew breathed a collective sigh of relief. Debriefing and analysis. Back on the ship, the team gathered in the briefing room. Dr. Niel presented his findings. The structure was a relic of an ancient civilization, far more advanced than our own. The core was a power source, but its activation suggests it was also a weapon. Captain Aya listened intently. A weapon. Do you think it was meant to defend the structure or something else? Dr. Niel shook his head. It's hard to say. The carvings suggest this civilization had enemies, but the core's activation was likely a failsafe. When we approached, it triggered an automatic defense. The implications. The room fell silent as the implications sank in. This ancient civilization had harnessed a power beyond their understanding, and its remnants were still dangerous. Captain Ea knew they had to proceed with caution. We need to report this to the Galactic Council, Captain Ea said. If there are more structures like this out there, we need to know. The crew's resolve. The discovery had shaken the crew, but it also steeled their resolve. They were explorers, tasked with uncovering the mysteries of the universe, and they had just encountered one of the greatest mysteries yet. The threat of ancient technologies and the possibility of unknown enemies loomed large, but the crew of the Voyager's Dawn was determined to face whatever lay ahead. As they continued their journey, the stars seemed a little less familiar and a lot more dangerous. But with their newfound knowledge and unbreakable spirit, they were ready to confront the challenges that awaited them in the vast, uncharted expanses of space. The alliance formed. The discovery of the ancient structure left the crew of the Voyager's Dawn with more questions than answers. They knew they needed allies to navigate the dangers that lay ahead. Captain Ea decided it was time to reach out to other civilizations in the galaxy. Seeking diplomacy, Captain Ea gathered his senior officers. We need to form an alliance. The ancient technology we encountered is too powerful for us to handle alone. We must seek out other species who might have knowledge or resources to help us. Lieutenant Bryn nodded. The Galactic Council is our best bet. They've mediated between species for centuries and have a wealth of knowledge. Contacting the Galactic Council, the Voyager's Dawn set a course for the nearest Galactic Council outpost. The journey took several days, during which the crew prepared their reports and evidence from the ancient structure. Captain Ea knew their findings would be crucial in convincing the Council to take action. As they approached the outpost, a massive space station came into view, bustling with ships from various species. The crew marveled at the sight, a testament to the unity and cooperation that the Galactic Council represented. Presenting their case. Upon docking, Captain Ea and his team were escorted to the Council chambers. The room was filled with representatives from countless species, each with their unique features and attire. At the center of the chamber sat the Council's leader, a wise and venerable alien named Councillor Zara. Captain Ea stepped forward. Councillor Zara, esteemed members of the Council, I am Captain Ea of the Voyager's Dawn. We seek your assistance regarding a matter of grave importance. He presented the evidence collected from the ancient structure, detailing the power of the core and its potential threat. The chamber buzzed with concern as the representatives reviewed the data. Forming the alliance, Councillor Zara rose to address the assembly. The findings presented by Captain Ea are alarming. We have long known of ancient civilizations, but this technology poses a new threat. We must unite our resources to understand and counteract this danger. The representatives voiced their agreement, and plans were set in motion to form a coalition. The Galactic Council would provide access to their archives and experts, while the Voyager's Dawn would share their first-hand experiences and continue their explorations. New allies. As part of the alliance, the Voyager's Dawn welcomed new crew members from various species, each bringing unique skills and knowledge. Among them was Dr. Thal, an expert in ancient technologies from the insectoid species known as the Krell. Dr. Thal quickly became an invaluable asset, helping to decode the carvings and understand the technology. Lieutenant Rin worked closely with Yara, a talented navigator from the aquatic species of the Aquarians. Together, they plotted new courses to investigate other potential ancient sites, combining their expertise to navigate the uncharted territories. A common purpose. The Alliance brought a renewed sense of purpose to the Voyager's dawn. The crew, now more diverse and skilled than ever, was united by a common goal. They were no longer just explorers. They were guardians of the galaxy, tasked with protecting it from unseen threats. Captain Ear addressed his crew. "We face a formidable challenge, but we do so together. Our strength lies in our unity and our determination to safeguard the future. Let's continue our mission with resolve and courage." The journey continues. With the support of the Galactic Council and their new allies, the Voyager's dawn set out once more. Their journey took them to distant star systems, each with its own mysteries and dangers. The crew encountered remnants of other ancient civilizations, each revealing more about the advanced technologies and the conflicts that had shaped the galaxy. Discoveries and dangers. In one star system, they found a planet covered in ruins, its surface littered with the remnants of colossal machines. Dr. Thal and the science team worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of these machines, discovering that they were part of a defense grid designed to protect the planet from a powerful enemy. In another system, they encountered a derelict space station, its corridors filled with the echoes of a long-lost civilization. Yara's navigational skills were crucial in guiding the team through the station's hazardous interior, where they uncovered data logs detailing the civilization's final days. The bigger picture. As the pieces of the puzzle began to fit together, it became clear that the galaxy's history was far more complex and interconnected than they had ever imagined. The ancient civilizations had not just been advanced, they had been engaged in a struggle for survival against a relentless and powerful foe. Captain Ear and his crew realized that their mission was not just about exploration, it was about understanding the past to protect the future. With each discovery, they grew closer to uncovering the true nature of the threat and the knowledge they needed to confront it. The Alliance had given them the means and the knowledge to face the dangers ahead, but it was their unity, resilience, and unwavering determination that would ultimately guide them through the challenges that awaited in the vast expanse of the galaxy. Unveiling the enigma. The alliance between the Voyager's dawn and the Galactic Council marked a new era of cooperation and exploration. With new allies and shared knowledge, the crew was more determined than ever to unravel the mysteries of the ancient technologies and the civilization behind them. An unexpected encounter. As the Voyager's dawn ventured deeper into uncharted space, they received a distress signal from a nearby asteroid belt. The signal was faint but persistent, indicating it had been broadcasting for a long time. Captain Ear ordered the ship to investigate. Navigating through the dense asteroid field, they found a small, heavily damaged vessel. Its design was unfamiliar, but it bore signs of advanced technology. The crew managed to bring the ship aboard for examination. The survivor. Inside the wreckage, they discovered a single survivor in stasis, a being of unknown origin. Dr. Thal and the medical team carefully revived the alien, who introduced themselves as Arin, a member of the elusive and advanced Eltari species. Arin explained that their people have been monitoring the ancient technology for centuries, but their efforts to contain its power had led to the catastrophic damage of their vessel. They expressed gratitude for the rescue and offered their assistance in deciphering the ancient secrets. Arin's knowledge. With Arin's help, the crew made significant progress in understanding the ancient carvings and technologies. The Eltari had extensive knowledge of the ancient civilization, known as the Orcs, who had once dominated the galaxy with their incredible advancements. Arin revealed that the Orcs had created the core technology not as a weapon, but as a source of immense energy capable of sustaining entire star systems. However, the misuse of this technology had led to a devastating war, resulting in the collapse of their empire. The key to the past. Aaron's insights provided crucial context for the crew's findings. They learned that the core they had encountered was just one of many, each connected to a network that spanned the galaxy. The Archons had hidden these cores in remote locations to prevent their misuse, but remnants of their civilization still held the keys to unlocking their secrets. Lieutenant Rin and Dr. Thal worked tirelessly to piece together the clues from various ruins and data logs. They discovered coordinates to a central hub where the Archons had stored their most valuable knowledge and technology. The journey to the hub. The coordinates led the Voyager's Dawn to a distant and hazardous region of space, surrounded by a nebula that interfered with their sensors and navigation. Yara's expertise was essential in guiding the ship through the treacherous environment. As they approached the central hub, they encountered automated defense systems designed to protect the Archon's secrets. The crew had to combine their skills and ingenuity to bypass these defenses, a testament to the power and foresight of the ancient civilization. Inside the hub. Upon reaching the hub, the crew found a colossal space station, still operational despite millennia of abandonment. The station's architecture was awe-inspiring, with towering spires and intricate designs that spoke of the Archon's mastery of engineering and aesthetics. Inside, they discovered vast chambers filled with knowledge. Data repositories held records of the Archon's history, technology, and culture. The crew marveled at the wealth of information, but they knew their primary objective was to understand the core technology and its potential dangers. Uncovering the truth. Dr. Thal and Aaron led the effort to decode the data, uncovering the true purpose of the cores. They learned that the cores were designed to harness and manipulate energy from the fabric of spacetime itself. When used correctly, they could provide limitless power and enable technological marvels beyond imagination. However, they also discovered the darker side of the technology. The misuse of the cores had led to the creation of destructive anomalies capable of tearing apart entire star systems. The Archons had realized too late the peril of their creations, leading to their downfall. A decision to make. With this newfound knowledge, Captain Ear faced a crucial decision. The power of the cores could revolutionize their civilization, providing solutions to energy shortages and enabling unprecedented advancements. But the risk of misuse and the potential for catastrophic consequences loomed large. Counselor Zara and the Galactic Council offered their support, emphasizing the need for careful and responsible handling of the technology. The Alliance had given them the means to understand and control the cores, but it required vigilance and cooperation to ensure they were used for the greater good. Moving forward, Captain Ear addressed his crew and the Council. "We have uncovered the secrets of the past and learned from the mistakes of those who came before us. It is our responsibility to use this knowledge wisely and protect our future. We will continue our mission, not just as explorers, but as guardians of the galaxy, ensuring that the legacy of the Archons serves as a beacon of hope and progress." The Voyager's Dawn set out once more, armed with the knowledge and wisdom of the ancient civilization. Their journey was far from over, but they were united in their purpose and determined to forge a future where the mistakes of the past would not be repeated. With each new discovery, they grew closer to their goal, guided by the spirit of exploration, cooperation, and the unyielding determination to protect and advance their civilization. The legacy of the Archons would live on, not as a reminder of their downfall, but as a testament to the enduring power of knowledge and the resilience of those who dared to reach for the stars. The Guardians of the Galaxy. The revelations about the Archons and their technology set the stage for a new chapter in the Voyager's Dawn's mission. Armed with knowledge and bolstered by their alliances, the crew prepared to face the challenges ahead. Strengthening the alliance. Captain Ear and Counselor Zara worked tirelessly to solidify the alliance with the Galactic Council. They understood that the power of the Archon cores required a unified front, combining resources and expertise from various species to ensure responsible usage. The Council established a special task force, the Guardians of the Galaxy, dedicated to monitoring and protecting the cores. Members of the Voyager's Dawn were key players in this task force, bringing their first-hand experience and knowledge to the forefront. Training and preparation. To prepare for their new roles, the crew underwent intensive training. Yara developed advanced navigation protocols to safely approach and secure course sites. Lieutenant Rin and Dr. Thal created a comprehensive manual for handling and maintaining the course, incorporating safety measures and emergency procedures. Arin, the Eltari survivor, played a crucial role in the training, sharing insights from their people's long history with the cause. Their knowledge of the core's potential and risks was invaluable, ensuring the crew was well prepared for any scenario. The first mission. The task force's first mission was to secure a core located on a planet known for its volatile environment. The planet's extreme weather conditions and unstable geology made it a formidable challenge, but the team was determined to succeed. As the Voyager's Dawn approached the planet, Yara's navigation skills were put to the test. She deftly maneuvered the ship through violent storms and seismic activity, guided by her deep understanding of the planet's unique characteristics. Securing the core. Upon landing, the crew faced a harsh and unpredictable environment. They established a secure perimeter around the core site and began their work. Lieutenant Rin and his team set up containment fields and stabilizers to prevent any accidental activation of the core. Dr. Thal and Arin carefully examined the core, ensuring it was stable and safe to transport. The crew's thorough preparation paid off, and they successfully secured the core without incident. It was a testament to their training, teamwork, and the knowledge they had gained from their studies. A new threat. As they prepared to depart, the crew received an urgent message from the Galactic Council. A rogue faction known as the Shadow Syndicate had learned of the cause and was attempting to acquire them for their own nefarious purposes. The Syndicate was known for its ruthless tactics and disregard for the greater good. Captain Eo called an emergency meeting with the task force. "We cannot allow the Syndicate to obtain these cores," he declared. "Their misuse could lead to untold destruction. We must protect these sites and ensure the cores remain in safe hands." The battle for the cause. The task force sprang into action, coordinating efforts to secure all known core sites. The Syndicate's agents were cunning and resourceful, but they underestimated the resolve and unity of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Engagements with the Syndicate were intense and dangerous. The crew faced ambushes, sabotage attempts, and direct assaults. Despite the challenges, their training and determination saw them through. They successfully defended multiple core sites, thwarting the Syndicate's plans. The turning point. During one particularly fierce battle, Captain Aya led a daring operation to infiltrate a Syndicate base and retrieve a stolen core. The mission was risky, but the crew's skill and coordination ensured its success. They recovered the core and gathered critical intelligence on the Syndicate's operations. This victory was a turning point in their struggle. The Syndicate, realizing they could not match the determination and unity of the task force, began to retreat. The Guardians of the Galaxy had proven their strength and resolve, sending a clear message that the cause would be protected at all costs. Consolidating the victory. With the immediate threat of the Syndicate neutralized, the task force focused on consolidating their gains. They fortified core sites, implemented advanced security measures, and continued their research to better understand and harness the core's potential. Captain Eo addressed his crew and allies. "We have faced great challenges and emerged victorious, but our mission is far from over. We must remain vigilant and dedicated to our cause. The legacy of the Archons is now our responsibility, and we will honor it by ensuring it serves the greater good." A vision for the future. As the task force continued its work, they began to see the potential for the cause to benefit their civilizations. The energy harnessed from the cause could power entire planets, ending energy shortages and enabling new technological advancements. Councillor Zara proposed a series of initiatives to responsibly integrate the cause into their society. These initiatives focused on sustainability, safety, and equitable distribution of resources. The Guardians of the Galaxy played a key role in these efforts, ensuring the cores were used for the benefit of all. A new beginning. The journey of the Voyager's Dawn and its crew was far from over. They had faced incredible challenges and uncovered ancient secrets, but their greatest achievements were still ahead. United by their mission and guided by the lessons of the past, they were ready to forge a new future for their galaxy. Captain Aya looked out at the stars, filled with hope and determination. Our journey has shown us the power of unity, knowledge, and resilience. We will continue to explore, to learn, and to protect. The galaxy is vast, and its wonders are endless. Together, we will build a future worthy of the legacy we have inherited. With the stars as their guide and the spirit of exploration in their hearts, the crew of the Voyager's Dawn set out once more, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead and to uncover the endless possibilities of the cosmos. The legacy of humanity. The galaxy was changing. The discoveries made by the Voyager's Dawn and their allies had set in motion a wave of technological advancement and interstellar cooperation. However, there were still many questions to answer and mysteries to unravel. The final core. The Guardians of the Galaxy had secured numerous Archon cores, but one remained elusive. This final core was believed to be the most powerful, containing knowledge and energy beyond anything they had encountered. It was located in the heart of an ancient nebula, surrounded by treacherous space-time anomalies. The crew of the Voyager's Dawn prepared for their most dangerous mission yet. Captain Aya, Counselor Zara, Yara, Lieutenant Rin, Dr. Thal, and Aaron all knew the risks, but they were determined to see their mission through to the end. Navigating the nebula. The journey through the nebula tested Yara's navigation skills to their limits. The anomalies distorted space and time, making it nearly impossible to chart a safe course. Yara used every bit of her knowledge and intuition to guide the ship through the treacherous environment. As they neared the core's location, the anomalies grew more intense. The ship's systems were strained, and the crew faced constant danger from sudden spatial distortions. But their determination never wavered, and they pressed on. The heart of the nebula. At the center of the nebula, they found an ancient structure, seemingly abandoned for eons. This was the resting place of the final Archon core. The structure was a marvel of engineering, with intricate designs and mechanisms that hinted at the advanced knowledge of the Archons. Entering the structure, the crew encountered automated defenses and puzzles that required both intellect and teamwork to overcome. Each challenge they faced brought them closer to the core, but also revealed more about the Archon's incredible ingenuity. The revelation. When they finally reached the core, they were met with a holographic projection of an Archon being. It introduced itself as the Guardian of Knowledge, an AI designed to protect and share the wisdom of the Archons with those who proved worthy. The Guardian explained the true purpose of the cores. They were not just powerful energy sources, but repositories of knowledge and culture, meant to guide future civilizations toward peace and prosperity. The Archons had foreseen the potential for their technology to either save or destroy, and they entrusted it to those who could demonstrate wisdom and responsibility. A new responsibility. The crew realized the immense responsibility that came with this knowledge. The final core was a treasure trove of information that could revolutionize their understanding of science, technology, and philosophy. But it also came with the duty to use this knowledge wisely and ethically. Captain Aya pledged to honor the Archon's legacy. We will safeguard this knowledge and use it to build a better future for all species. The mistakes of the past will guide us to make wiser choices. This is our duty, and we will fulfill it with honor. Returning home. With the final core secured, the Voyager's Dawn began its journey back to known space. The crew felt a profound sense of accomplishment, tempered by the awareness of the challenges that lay ahead. They were now the stewards of the Archon's legacy, and their actions would shape the future of the galaxy. Sharing the knowledge. Upon their return, the crew presented their findings to the Galactic Council. The Guardian of Knowledge was introduced, and its wealth of information was made available to all member species. the Council established a new era of cooperation, dedicated to using the Archon knowledge to benefit all civilizations. A brighter future. The legacy of the Archons inspired a wave of innovation and progress. Energy shortages became a thing of the past, and new technologies improved the quality of life across the galaxy. The shared knowledge fostered a spirit of unity and collaboration as species worked together to explore and understand the cosmos. Captain Ea and the crew of the Voyager's Dawn continued their mission, exploring new frontiers and uncovering the mysteries of the universe. They knew that the journey was far from over, but they faced the future with hope and determination. The endless journey. As they traveled through the stars, the crew reflected on their incredible journey. They had faced danger, uncovered ancient secrets, and forged unbreakable bonds. Their story was one of courage, unity, and the enduring spirit of exploration. Captain Aya stood on the bridge of the Voyager's Dawn, looking out at the endless expanse of space. The galaxy is vast, and its wonders are limitless. We will continue to explore, to learn, and to grow. This is our legacy, and it will inspire generations to come. With the stars as their guide and the spirit of adventure in their hearts, the crew of the Voyager's Dawn set out once more, ready to embrace the endless possibilities of the cosmos and to build a brighter future for all.